The Supreme Court will weigh in on abortion, specifically a law that opponents say would effectively limit Louisiana to one abortion provider. The court will take up the law requiring doctors who perform abortions to have admitting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles. The court struck down a similar Texas law in 2016, arguing the condition put an undue burden on women seeking abortions.
Why is it that the people who seek to squelch a woman's right to choose are always hollering about them having the rights to do whatever they want to do?
And they don't have to go through any of it.
These places are so repressive, and they don't want anybody telling them what to do. They want to be entitled to their way of life, and they want the ability to tell other people they can't live the way they want to. It's just repressive. And why are there so many men weighing in on a woman's right to choose? They don't get pregnant by themselves.
No. Right.
Far as I know.
Not far as wise as I know.
I don't understand
it's always Louisiana. Is there a lot of abortion in Louisiana?
Well, possibly. I don't know.
Well, you been in New Orleans?
But there are a lot of states that have these crazy laws, like Georgia, that heartbeat law. I think first of all, I think it's ridiculous that any man should be able to tell me what I can and what I cannot do with my body.
Almost everywhere they own people, they feel like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Almost everywhere they own people have the most repressive abortion laws in the country.
Yeah, because we're so liberal here. I think we have an abortion punch card. Like after 10, you get an oil change.
You know what it is? The thing about abortion in those particular places is there was never a time when a woman really owned her body anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They never really owned their body anyway. It was always ours. We could always do what we want to it. And so now there's kind of that holdover from that mentality where you can just they didn't have any rights anyway, and they're not, that's not their body anyway, and you should be able to
Well, the sad thing is a woman who wants an abortion, she will get one. And it may cost her her life, but she will probably do what she wants to with her body. And that's the sad thing is that, the way you have to go about doing it, I would imagine.
I just don't understand why states who have other things on their mind, like the low literacy rate, low mortality rates, high incidences of obesity and cancer and diabetes, are worried about things. Like there are other things you could prioritize other than that. Yeah. And if you care about life that much, it's hypocritical that you will not do anything about these kids getting shot down in schools. You would rather have them get, if the only way we would get the AR-15 and automatic weapons like that banned is if you could do abortion with AR-15. That's the only, because their idea is the preservation of life, but they only preserve it in the kind of small, narrow perspective they think it matters in. It's crazy to me.
It's super crazy. Well, speaking of pregnancy, if you're pregnant and sleep on your back in your third trimester, you may have a baby with a low birth rate. A new study found the average weight of newborns whose mothers slept on their back was about 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 5 ounces less than mothers who slept in other positions. Scientists believe sleeping on the back during the third trimester has been linked to reduced blood flow to the womb, saying it could restrict growth.
I know sleeping on your back increases your chance of getting pregnant.
Helps out that first trimester a whole bunch, don't it?
Don't wake her up.
And it's worse on your
Yeah,
side.
that is true.
I think that's called the ease the panty to the side position. I'm not. I'm sleepy. Never mind me, honey.
We'll continue then.
This baby got low birth weight.
Can you even sleep on your back in the third trimester with a big belly?
Well, yeah, because
don't you always tend to lean over or on the side?
Tip over. What are they?
I have 2 kids. I should know this, but I'm asking you that has no boyfriend.
Yeah. Dang, Roger.
Why do you think it is that it's low birth weight? Because
they say that when you lay on your back, it restricts the blood flow to the womb.
Well, I know the GERD, like acid reflux, you're not supposed to sleep on your back for that. Like if you snore, you're not supposed to sleep on. I guess sleeping on your back is really not a good thing.
Yeah,
do you sleep on your back?
Well,
yeah.
I don't. It's uncomfortable.
My ex-wife always slept on her back. I don't know how people do that. Like
a
vampire sleeps on their back.
Sleeping on your stomach is not good for you, and sleeping on your back is not good for you.
You're supposed to sleep on your right side because that would allows for the best circulation, like through your heart and stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Or left.
And you said your wife
slept on her back like a vampire.
Really?
Yeah.
And what's the birth weight of your kids, Raj?
No,
Do they have both hands?
No, they were 9-pounders, and they have both their limbs.
Wait, your wife slept.
Your wife slept on her back.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I thought. No, I didn't know this.
You know what?
I'm all over the place. I don't know. I wake up different than when I went to sleep. I know that.
What do you mean?
Like I know that I ain't go to sleep like that. Like I know that I wasn't, you know.
Right.
I ain't lay
JJ
down.
down.
You wake up like this, like one leg hanging out the other side, like.
Yeah, that ain't. You know, this is weird. And everybody, I sleep with my clothes on. All of them.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All of them. I fall asleep with my clothes on every night.
Yeah.
And then I wake up and I'll take my shoes off and then pants off. Like by the time it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll be.
Well, it's
Is
time
that
to
just
get
because
up.
you're so
then.
used to having to catch an early flight?
Man, no, it's just. Well, I think it started like when I was a young father, and the kids start going out. I would stay dressed because I said, what if. You know, you hear those horror stories that somebody called you and you wasn't there, and so I would always keep my clothes on. And now it's such a habit.
Really?
But I'm usually so exhausted that I don't have the strength to take my clothes off.
Dio, you fall asleep in a Waffle House.
I do.
Yeah.
In a Waffle House,
And they let
any
me
house,
fall
it
asleep,
doesn't
too.
matter.
I'm the
Yeah.
polar opposite. I sleep with my arm off. I couldn't imagine clothes.
Man, I'm so glad I didn't wake up to that. What happened?
Sometimes I got to get up and find it. Like, where did I put that
Oh,
thing?
my arm.
I'll be, oh my God, what is this, hostile?
But you don't sleep in it, do you?
No,
you
I
do
take it off.
Okay.
You hang it
And
around something?
sometimes I
You
can't
wake up in
find
the
it
morning all
I'm like,
scratched
God
up.
dang, I was like, that drunk? It was
You
only a
can't
bottle
find
of
your
wine.
arm
Sometimes,
sometimes?
no, I don't have that big a house, but sometimes I have to look for a few minutes.
You lose it like a remote.
That's not true. I'm sure you hang it in the closet or put
No,
it
you
in
don't
the
hang
drawer or
that.
something.
You know how creepy that is? I
Hey.
couldn't sleep at night.
Why don't you get
Like
one
a
of them
baby
alarms?
doll. I don't want that.
Why don't you get one of them alarms to go boop boop? And then,
I thought you would put it in a case like it was a pool stick.
Oh,
You know,
shit, that's a good idea.
put it by the bed.